What is Sorare? Sorare is an NFT fantasy football game where you can buy football player cards across the world to compete in weekly competitions. During the video, we're going to be covering how to start Sorare, the different scarcities and what they mean, how to buy and sell player cards, the scoring system, how you can enter those cards into competitions, what prizes you can win, and a little bit on the training, the collection side, and Sorare data. Okay, how to start Sorare. If you haven't got an account already, make sure to use a link in the description of this video. When you buy 5 cards from auction, you'll receive a free limited card from Sorare. So when you do start, you'll get a draft from MLS, the Bundesliga, the Premier League to do, and they're all common cards. I'll just show you a quick example on the screen. So you'll be in the amateur league, the 5 common cards. When you buy the 1 limited, you can advance to the semi-pro, or you can win limited, and then you can go on to the pro 270s competition and other competitions as well on Sorare. And then you can advance on to rares, super rares, and uniques. There's a bit of a graph of the different competitions, and I'll go through a bit more detail in a moment on these. There are 5 types of scarcities on Sorare, one being the common card, the white card you get at the beginning during your drafts. These are not NFTs and you can't buy or sell these cards. Next is limited, so these ones are actually NFTs. There's 1,000 limited cards, the yellow ones as you can see on the screen. And just give you a quick example here. You can see on the player card, this one's 70 out of 1,000. So Sorare can issue 1,000 of this player card per season. Moving on to rares. So rares are the red card, and these have 100 per each season per player. As you can see on the screen again, so this card is 67, 15, 29, I think that one is. Super rare, you get more scarce per each scarcity. 10 each season per player for these blue cards. And again, you can see at the top left the season they're in and the card edition on there as well. And then unique is basically 1 card per season for each player. So again, you can see unique at the top, really nice cards. These are the more expensive cards. So your bigger galleries looking towards these sort of cards. Your access point, usually as a beginner, would be limited or rare. Or if you have bigger pockets, obviously you can look it straight away into the rares, super rares, and possibly uniques. Buying cards on Sorare is also very simple. There are a couple of ways of doing this. Option 1 will be going to market on new card auctions, and basically these are cards being auctioned by Sorare every single day of all different scarcities, and you can see here we can place a bid, the time remaining, this one's just about to finish, and the highest bidder for each card. Another option will be manager sales. So these are cards that managers currently hold of that player. As you can see Mbappe and Messi here, and these are the top cards on the game at the moment. And you can buy these cards straight away. So these are the cards being valued at the moment by each manager, and you can go ahead and buy these cards straight away from each manager. You can also trade as well at the same time. So if you have a few cards you wanted to trade for, let's say, a Messi, you can go ahead and click the trade button, and that'll allow you to send card and some money to that manager at the same time as well for that Messi card. You'll see a lot of the time, a lot of the managers just want the money or the ETH on the game for each card, let's just say. How to sell a card. So once you've got a card in your collection, you can go to cards. I'm just going to click on this card here for my limited. And it's very simple. List my card. I can set a price in ETH terms or in pounds. So I can set it to £5. I can list my card for 7 days, and managers can make offers for that card, they can make trades, or buy it straight for the market if it is a good price. Before you buy or sell a card on Sorare, my top tip will be head over to Sorare data just to check that player's price history. For example, here I've got Salah as a limited card. I can see the last few offers and auctions going for roughly about £115. So I know I'm looking in that sort of region if I was to buy a Mohamed Salah limited card. So you've got your cards in your gallery, and the next stop is putting them cards into use in competitions. On Sorare, there is 2 game weeks per week, one running over the weekend, Friday to Tuesday, and then one during the midweek, Tuesday to Friday. This is a lobby page. So as you can see, there's a lot of different competitions here on the screen. I'll just take you through a few main competitions on Sorare. So you can see, if you click onto the competitions here, the different requirements, the captain kind of bonus, the matches, and the prize pool. We'll just start off with All-Star. So your All-Star Limited, All-Star Rare, and All-Star Super Rare. With these competitions, you can enter any card from any region under each scarcity. Your cap modes, your cap 220, your cap 240, and cap 270 we'll jump into in a moment. But just for cap 240, as you can see, for each scarcity, there is a cash reward for hitting 250 points on Sorare. So it's $5 for the limited, $50 for the rare, and so on for the super rare and unique. I believe it's £500 for the unique, and it says there £200 or dollars, I should say, for the super rare. You've also got competitions like Champion America. You'll have Champion Europe and Challenge Europe during the regular European season, and you've also got your under 23s as well. You'll see Rare and Rare Pro. All Rare Pro means is you have 2 super rare cards, a max of 2, and minimum of 3 rare cards during these competitions. Jumping back into the cap modes, so cap 240 is based on the last 15 scores of your Sorare players. So as you can see here above the player names is their average score over the last 15 games. So you've just got to make sure here, if I click Costa, you'll see I've got 187 points remaining to enter the cap 240 rare team. The prize pools on hand for each competition, so I'll just show you All-Star Rare Pro. You'll have cash prizes for each different placement, and there's also card rewards as well. So third place will receive $1,000 and a rare star. And you can see here a list of all the players that user could win if they finish first. And it is completely random, so they could win an Mbappe, or you could win a Harry Kane, or any of those players showing on the screen. Matrix. So the scoring is a lot different on Sorare than your usual fantasy football game. It's much more in depth, such as key passes, final third passes, tackles won, etc. But I'll just talk through the basics for this video, and I'll leave a link in the description for the full scoring matrix, as you can see on the screen. So if your player starts, for example, you'll get 35 points. If your player scores, gets an assist, wins a penalty, clearance off the line, for a goalkeeper wins a clean sheet, penalty save, or last man tackle, you'll get another 25 points as a decisive score. So your player will go from 25, so 35 to 60. Obviously, that can be added on as well from tackles, shots on target, key passes, etc. There's also negative impacts as well. Your red cards and goals, ever leading to goals, etc. That can put your player score from 35 all the way down to 15, if not below that as well. If your player is a sub and it comes on from a substitution appearance, you get 25 points. But again, if he scores, gets an assist, etc., he'll jump up to 60 points plus any other scores. I'll just show you a quick example on the Kimmich page here. So Kimmich's last game of the season for Bayern Munich. He started, so he got 35 decisive scores, so no goal or no assist. And he got a 19.5 all-around score. So you can see here, as a midfielder, you lose 2 points for a goal. You got 1 point for being fouled. 2 points, 6 points for winning 2 tackles, and so on. So it's very much in depth for those that are looking into those sort of scoring. And on this occasion, Kimmich got the 55 points for this game week. Another key point on the scoring matrix is the XP bonus on each player. So as you can see on the screen, this is my lineup from the current game week. And you'll notice each player has a different XP bonus. So the captain bonus for Charles Gill in this one is 30%, the maxed out card. So you got 100 score plus the 30%, which gives them 130 points for this game week. A player can only reach 100 score as a maximum on the game. So you might notice the XP, wondering how you get the XP bonuses. So just a quick example on Harry Kane. If you hover over the XP for this one, I've got a 6% XP bonus that I've built up for the card. I've got a 5% season bonus, so the current season card. When the season kicks back in August, that'll disappear. And I've also got 1% collection bonus, which I'll touch on very briefly in a moment. Collection. So each card now you can collect on Sorare, and there is a scoring matrix for this. So if you have the card in your collection, you'll receive 10 points. If you have the card that's not been listed or transferred in the last 90 days, you receive another 10 points. And as you can see, you get more points for the special edition cards, the number 1 serial number, or the jersey number for that card. And this adds up to a kind of XP percentage. So you're just seeing the XP on each card. So if you have a team full of, for example, Manchester United players, that you've got the kit numbers or special edition cards, you can get a 5% bonus for those cards as well. There's more information on this. I'll put this in a link in the description. And this is fairly new to the game. To be fair, it's not something that I've done too much digging at the moment, but it is a really good addition to the game for those collectors out there. The Academy. So this is another way to gain XP for your players, is to put them under Academy, as known as training. So as you can see on the screen, XP gains are multiplied by 2. So this is another way to gain XP on those players that might have no game week. And there's also some money value and prizes to be won under this academy. I hope this video has been useful. Please like, subscribe and share the video, and thank you for listening.